Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy VIII Road to All Achievements. So today we're just going to be talking about stuff I did off camera, some of the grinding I did. So this is more of an update video as well as a guide video though. Some things we're going to be covering is max level, grinding energy crystals again. This is the last time I'm going to explain this because there's something I never explained about it that I'm going to explain right now. We're also going to be talking about Quistis magic. I'm going to leave that one for last because that one's going to be, I'm going to actually record every single spot where you can get the items for all of Quistis magic. So if you want to see where to get all the blue magic, stay tuned for that. Alright, so here's the first one is energy crystals. I have Ultima for all my characters already, and Ultimas are 100. This right here is actually very efficient for grinding for Ultima because not only do you get a lot of the experience, but you also get 18 AP per kill and energy crystals for Ultima. So if you want to get Ultima for every single character, or at least your main characters, this is definitely the spot you should grind before anything. Okay, so I also got level 100, and I actually ended up getting Rinoa and Irvine level 100 just by grinding right here because the spot was so efficient for AP, experience, and energy crystals. You'll need energy crystals for final weapons as well, so you'll want to keep some extra energy crystals. So then once you get enough energy crystals, go to abilities and go to, is it forbidden magic? Yes. So go to forbidden magic once you get enough energy crystals and take a look here. One will refine into 3 Ultimas. So you can now get 3 Ultimas per energy crystals. That's a lot of Ultimas. I'm not sure if that's a level 100 GF thing or whatever, because look at my GFs. I have a lot of them level 100 already. Like almost all of them are level 100 now. There's just a few of them that aren't level 100 yet. So do this until you get Irvine, or until you get your main party level 100, and see how many Ultimas you have by then. You'll definitely want at least 2 characters with 100 Ultima for this level 7 Squall playthrough. For me, I have Rinoa, Irvine, and I think I actually have Squall Ultima as well. But once you're done with that, the next thing we're going to talk about is level 100 for every character. Once you get enough energy crystals from that place, you'll want to head to, or once you get enough energy crystals as well as enough AP that most of your, or all of your GFs have abilities, you'll want to get level 100 at this place right here. Island closest to hell. So the ones that you can kill with death, keep killing those enemies, but the ones that you can't kill instantly with death, you'll want to either run away from those enemies, or if you're low enough HP, just use a limit break or something. And I don't know, but to be honest, it's not even worth killing those enemies. I would just run away from them and try and get to an encounter where you can instantly kill an enemy with death. So that's how you train on the island closest to hell. And then by doing that, you'll get every character level 100 as I did right here, except for Squall. However, this is my level 7 save slot right here, and then this level, in this far one here, the 3rd slot, is where I got Squall level 100. So I got Squall to level 100 so I could get the seed test to level 30, so I can get the max seed rank. So if you look here, my seed rank is A, and Squall level 100. Go to tutorial, and you take the test until level 30. Once you have the test level 30, you should have your seed rank A, or 30. If your seed rank does not get A after you're done your test, all you have to do is just keep fighting battles and just run around until you get the next salary, and then your seed rank should be rank A. Because it won't get to ranking until the next salary, so you'll have to just fight battles until the next salary. just to make sure that you rank up instead of rank down. And then you get the max seed rank achievement. So in one playthrough, you don't even have to play the game all over again to get it. Okay, so that covers max level, that covers energy crystals to Ultima, that covers max seed rank, and the last thing is final weapons. Or actually not the last thing, but the second last thing, before I talk about Quistis Blue Magic. Alright, so how about we check out the final weapons now, huh? Okay, we go to status, and you choose a character, press X again, press X again. Okay, this is Rinoa's, all these limit breaks for Rinoa. You can learn these limit breaks just by clicking on one, and clicking on one, and clicking on one, and clicking on one, and until the bar will fill up as you run around. But Rinoa has to be in your party for that to happen. And then you'll get Rinoa's final achievement there for all her abilities for Angelo. Every time that one of these is finished, it'll make like a ding sound. So once you hear that ding sound, you know that you have to change to a different skill to learn a different skill. And just keep doing that until you have all the Angelo skills unlocked, so you can get the achievement for Rinoa. Now if we go to status again, you'll see that I have Shooting Star for Rinoa. That's her final weapon. Alright, so for the final weapons, go to your junk shop, which you have from one of the GFs that automatically learned it, and start looking at the ingredients. So go all the way down to Lionheart, and you'll see you need Adamantine, Dragon Fang, and Pulse Ammo. Adamantine you can get from, well, Adamantites themselves. I actually already showed where you can get Adamantine and Dragon Fang in one of my earlier videos. So the only thing I never really showed you guys was Pulse Ammo, which you can get from energy crystals, I believe. Go to MORF, energy crystals. So 1 will refine into 10 Pulse Ammo. So that's how you get Pulse Ammo. And the energy crystals, which I showed you guys, you got at the very beginning of this video from training on that guy that's sitting down in SR. Alright, so we're gonna start off. I'm gonna show you guys where to get Rinoa's final weapon. All the ingredients for it actually is what I mean. So you can get where to get windmills. You can get windmills in the desert. This desert right down here. And you have to get them from abyss worms. So this desert right here, you just land the airship. Alright, so here we are, Abyss Worm. Let's see if we can get from bugging it first. 4 windmills. There you go. So that's the first part of her weapon. And now we also need regen rings, which you can get from Taramas. You can mug them right from Taramas. An easy way to get them. And Taramas are right at SR, right after the lunar cry happens, where the monsters come from the moon. So we'll just go to the plains. Yeah, right here should be good. Alright, so here's the Tarama. You can get them by mugging Taramas. So we'll see if we can get this first try. Stole 4 regen rings. The next item is Force Amulet, which you can get from Malboros at the island closest to Hell. And also energy crystals, which I've already showed you guys how to train to get them. So let's move on to the next final weapon. Alright, so the next final weapon is Zell's final weapon. So to get this weapon, the first item you need is Adamantine, and you can get those from Adamantoise or card mod of Minotaur card. So to get dragon skins, you can get them on the island closest to Hell from the HEXADRAGONs, the Blue Dragons, or the Grandals. Those 3 monsters will have a chance of dropping dragon skin. Make sure to have the rare item ability on. I think that might help with getting the drop. And then the last one is Fury Fragment, which you get at island closest to Hell from the Blue Dragons with rare item ability on. I think that increases your chance of getting it. And the next one we're going to talk about is Quistis Save The Queen. The Malboro tentacles you can get from island closest to Hell from Malboros. So for sharp spikes, let me show you where you can get the sharp spikes. You need to get Grand Mantis encounter, and I think you can get it as a drop or maybe as a card mod. So I'll have to look for the Central Ruins, or not the Central Ruins exactly, but like the forests around Central Continent. So this is Central Continent right here, or this is SR, but I think they should still show up in here. Alright, there's one actually, Grand Mantis. We were lucky to first encounter one. Okay, we'll see if we can get one as a drop. Couldn't steal. And there you go, Sharp Spike. And then the last item you need for Save the Queen is the energy crystals. You can see how many items you need by going to the junk shop, going to the final weapon, and it tells you right there. And now for Selphie's final weapon, you need Curse Spike, which you get from Malboro's Island Closest to Hell. And the Adamantine you can get, which I already told you how to get Adamantine, so you get them from Adamantoise. As for the last item you need is Star Fragment. You can get them from Hexadragons with the rare item ability on. And I believe the Hexadragons, you can find them at Island Closest to Hell as well. So that covers Selphie's weapons. Now for Irvine's final weapon, you need Dino Bones, which you can get from T-Rexars at Island Closest to Hell. The next item is Moonstone with rare item ability on. You can get it from Toramas and SR. I already showed you where the Toramas are. And then she needs Star Fragment again, which you get from Hexadragons with rare item on. Last but not least, the screws. You need screws, which you get from Gizzards very early at the beginning of the game. Actually, I think you can counter Gizzards, so right near Cabadia. You should probably have like a billion screws anyway. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Quistis Blue Magic. So I'm just going to go in order from beginning to end. And the first Quistis Blue Magic is Laser Eye, which she gets by default. So I'm just gonna land my airship right here. I'm gonna look status, go to Quistis. And these are all her abilities. I'm missing 2 abilities, but that's because I can't get those abilities until I progress through the game, and I can only progress through the game while I'm recording an episode. So, however, I did record myself getting the 2 items. I just never saved my game because I haven't recorded an episode yet of me doing it. I just did it just so I can get a footage of it for the video for this episode. Right, so the first thing I'm gonna show you how to get is Sonic Waves. You actually need a spider web for that, and I'll show you where to get them. Here we are, right at the beginning of the game where Balam Garden was and all that. Alright, this is where you get spider webs. Let's see if I can mug one. Oh, there we go, we got 4 spider webs. Alright, so the next area you need to go to is Dealing City and go back to this mansion, this guy's mansion, which is Rinoa's father. And remember the secret entrance we took to the sewers? We're gonna have to go back to the sewers to fight creeps. The next ability is called Coral Fragment. Just go to a different part of the sewer. Alright, so we got into an encounter with the creeps. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, this is the easiest way to get Coral Fragment, is use Demi on the creep and then card mod it so you can get the card. Because Coral Fragment is a pretty rare drop if you're high level. So let's see if we can card mod it now. I'm gonna fast forward. There we go. Piece of cake. So if you go to abilities and you go to card mod, obviously, you want to look for creeps. Here's creep. It says 1 will refine into 1 Coral Fragment. So you want to make a Coral Fragment. Okay, so once you get that, you want to go to Island Closest to Hell. Island Closest to Hell. Alright, so you want to grind on Island Closest to Hell until you get 10 Curse Spikes from Malboro drop. Now, it's not a 100% drop, so you'll have to keep grinding on Malboros until you get the drop. But it's the fastest way to get Curse Spikes at this point in the game. So that's how you get Curse Spikes. Grind there. That's going to give you the Lev Death ability for Quistis. Now to get the black hole, you want to grind on jesters, but I don't think you can grind the jesters at this point in the game. However, you can use the Diablos card. Go to card mod. This is the easiest way to get it. If you go to ability and you go to card mod and you look for your Diablos card, it says you can get black hole from that. So that's going to give you the... You want to do this once you get all the card achievement. So don't do this now. Get all card achievement first and then start converting the cards you don't need. So the next item we want is water crystal, and you can get water crystals from and you can get water crystals from those fish monsters, which are located right across from Dole. So let's see, here's Dole right here, so you want to go right across from it, right at the beach. You have to make sure you're at the beach though. And you have to have encounter on off. So once you counter those fish enemies, get water crystals from them. And if water crystals don't drop for whatever reason, because I don't know if they drop at high levels, but if they don't drop, just make sure you use the Demi trick again to half the enemy's HP or whatever. Or I think it does a quarter of the enemy's HP. Anyway, just keep using Demi until you can card mod the fish. And then change that fish card into water crystals. So that's how you get the next blue magic for Quistis. So the next blue magic we're gonna get is micro missiles, but I'm not advanced in the story that I can show you guys this, even though I already have it. I've got it earlier in the game. But if you don't have it for some reason, you can get these in SR during the Lunatic Pandora event, which I'm gonna be doing soon. Or you can get these at, oh yeah, and the monster is GIM52A. Or you can get these from Death's Claw, which is even further in the game at Ultimisia Castle. So you can wait till you to get these from Death Claw at Ultimisia Castle, or you can wait until we do Lunatic Pandora and get them from GIM52A. So here's the monsters where you get the acid from. You get them from these Galas in the Trabia region, and I'll show you the location in a second. I'm just gonna try and mug one of these. You missed one of these mystery fluids. There, we got it. So you can either mug or kill them to get mystery fluids. And here's where I am on the map. Trabia region. So that's gonna cover that. So here's the next location for Quistis Blue Magic, is right here at SR City. This is right after the Lunar Cry, if you remember, where all the monsters came from the moon all the way down to Earth. That's for this ability, running fire. You get these from Iron Giants. So run around SR City until you encounter Iron Giants and kill those to get Quistis' next ability. And now on to the next item, which is MALBORO Tentacles. You can get these from MALBORO's, which is at the island closest to Hell, same place as Bad Breath. Oh, actually that is Bad Breath. Oh, same place as Curse Spike, sorry. So you can get both MALBORO Tentacles and Curse Spikes from island closest to Hell. Okay, so to learn the laser cannon, you're gonna have to mug them. You're gonna have to get them as a drop from BEHEMOTHS, which are in Ultimisia Castle, or you're gonna have to wait until Lunatic Pandora to mug them off mobile type 8s. Okay, so the next item is Barrier, and you can get these from Behemoths, located at SR after the event where all the monsters spawn there. So if you land your ship outside of SR, like somewhere right here, and just run around until you get an encounter with Behemoths, and then mug or kill them to get the drop. Right, so the next item I want to talk to you guys about is Fighter Breath. You need to get Inferno Fangs, and you can get those from Ruby Dragons or HEXADRAGON on island closest to Hell with rare item ability on. You can mug it or get it as a drop. And Quistis' next ability will be White Wind, which you can get from Adamantoise. You'll need the Whisper item from them, and you can get that item at the same location as where you kill those fish to get the water crystals at the beach across from Dole. So if you don't remember where that beach is, just go back to the water crystal part of the Quistis ability, and that's where the Adamantoises are going to be located. So the last two items are actually going to be Power Generator and Dark Matter, but I can't get those right now. However, I did record footage of me getting those items to show you guys where they are. The Power Generator, if I remember correctly, was at the Lunatic Pandora event, which we're doing next. I have footage of it already though, so I will add it to my Quistis magic video. The dark matter one is you farm off the tri-faces, the 100% encounter of tri-faces at the research center before the ultimate weapon fight. You don't want to kill ultimate weapon yet because you have to get because it's easy to farm for curse spikes there. So once you get 100 curse spikes, make sure Siren's level 100, and then you can change those curse spikes into dark matter, which will give you Quistis final blue magic ability, and then you'll get the achievement. So that's all the achievements for Quistis. I'm gonna end this playthrough here because in the next playthrough we're actually gonna be doing side quests. I'm not gonna be doing any more stuff off camera. So we're gonna focus on playing the game and progressing through some side quests before we do the main story again. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next episode.